Hello viewers, welcome to JSM. In this lecture, I am going to discuss previous NEET questions from stoichiometry chapter. In that, especially limiting reagent concept related questions. So this is a very important. Many times questions are asked. Limiting reagent concept. Generally, many students feel it is difficult, but we have a very simple method to solve this limiting reagent related questions easily. Okay, let us discuss. So first one, when 22.4 liter of hydrogen gas is mixed with 11.2 liter of chlorine at STP, the moles of HCl formed is equal to. Okay, so what is happening here? Hydrogen is mixed with chlorine. So how a reaction takes place between them? When hydrogen is mixed with chlorine. Okay, so we get 2 moles of HCl is formed. Okay, 2 moles of HCl. So this type of problems, first what we have to do, we should write the balanced equation. Okay, so this is the balanced equation now here. So what we have to do, already I have explained in the previous problems also, as per balanced equation. Okay, as per this balanced equation, see here, 1 mole of H2 react with 1 mole of Cl2 to form 2 moles of HCl. So no, according to the balanced equation, 1 mole hydrogen react with 1 mole of chlorine to form 2 moles of HCl. Now 1 mole of any gas occupies how much volume? 22.4 liter. 1 mole of hydrogen gas, nothing but 22.4 liters of hydrogen is present, right? So here also same. This is also 1 mole, so it is also occupying 22.4 liters at STP. Already here conditions are mentioned, right? Okay. So now here, this is as per the equation. Now, as per the problem, as per given problem, see whatever the quantity we mixed these two, how they react? 1 mole HCl plus 1 mole of hydrogen plus 1 mole of chlorine gives 2 moles of HCl, right? Okay, or 22.4 liter of hydrogen react with 22.4 liter of chlorine to form 2 moles of HCl. In that way also we can understand this, right? Okay, so now as per problem, how many liters of hydrogen is given? 22.4 liter, and chlorine is given as just 11.2 liter only. Okay, so this is according to the equation and this is according to the given information in the problem. Okay, so what we have to identify is that how many moles of HCl is formed. Okay, see here, for 22.4 liter of hydrogen, we need 22.4 liter of chlorine. Okay, for the complete reaction. But here, for 22.4 liter of hydrogen, just 11.2 liter Cl2 is provided. So, this is less than in the required quantity. So, that's why this is the limiting reagent here. Okay, this is the limiting reagent because we need 22.4 liter for 22.4 liter of hydrogen for the complete reaction, but how much it is provided? Just 11.2 liter. So now amount of limiting reagent will decide how many moles of product should be formed, yes or no? Because after consumption of this Cl2 completely, there is no further reaction take place, yes or no? So here amount of HCl formed depends on whose quantity now? This limiting reagent, that is nothing but chlorine in this reaction. Clear? So very simple thing here. First write according to the equation how many moles reacting, how many moles formed. Now according to the given problem, how much is given? That may be grams, liter, volume, whatever it may be. Okay. So here volumes are provided. Clear? Now, so we have to identify how many moles of HCl is formed. See here, from this one, therefore, from this, see, 22.4 liter Cl2 gives 2 moles of HCl. Sir, no, 22.4 liters of Cl2 gives 2 moles of HCl. Now, 11.2 liter of Cl2 gives how many moles of HCl? Simple. Okay, so 2 into 11.2 by 22.4. So this 2 times 2 will get cancelled. So we get 1 mole of HCl is formed. Okay, so what is the final answer? 1 mole of HCl is formed. So that is option A is the answer. Okay, so directly from this one also you can say by without doing all these calculations, right? Okay, see 22.4 liter gives 2 moles, 11.2 liters gives half of that. That is nothing but 1 mole. Simply directly also we can say here, but sometimes this simplification may be somewhat complicated. This is the procedure to do whatever it is the problem. Clear? Right. Okay. Next. Another one. See here. 1.0 gram, that is 1 gram of magnesium is reacted with 0.56 gram of oxygen in a closed vessel. Which reactant is left in excess and how much? Okay, so this is also similar concept. Okay, so what we have to do, first thing we should write the balanced chemical equation, that is magnesium plus half mole of oxygen, that will give magnesium oxide. Okay, when magnesium reacts with oxygen we get magnesium oxide. So this is how these two will react. Okay, so now same thing as per balanced equation. See here, 1 mole of magnesium requires 0.5 mole of O2. Yes or no? 1 mole of magnesium is nothing but 24 grams, right? 24 grams. Atomic mass of magnesium is 24. And half mole of O2 nothing but 16 grams. Okay. So here for 24 grams of magnesium we need 16 grams of oxygen for the complete reaction. Right. Okay. So this is according to the balanced equation. Now as per problem. As per problem, given problem, so 1 gram of magnesium is given, right? 1 gram of magnesium is given, and here 0.56 gram of oxygen. Okay, now these two are mixed. So first what we have to identify here, it is asked that which reactant is left in excess. Okay, which is less than the required amount, that is the limiting reagent, which is more than the required amount, that is excess reagent. Okay, so now here see how can we solve this one easily. Right, see 24 grams of magnesium requires 24 grams of magnesium requires 16 gram of oxygen. Okay, so for 1 gram of magnesium how much oxygen is required? Sir, no, for 1 gram of magnesium how much oxygen is required? That is 16 by 24, nothing but this is 2 by 3, 8 to the 16, 8 3 the 24. So this is we get 0.66 gram oxygen is required. But how much it is provided? Just 0.56. So this is the limiting reagent. Okay, so this is the excess reagent. Okay, see, for 24 gram magnesium, 16 gram oxygen, right? For 1 gram, how much oxygen? That is 0.66 gram oxygen is required. But how much it is provided? Just 0.56 grams. So this is the limiting reagent and magnesium is the excess reagent. Right. Okay. So now what we have to do is that, so out of 1 gram, how many grams of magnesium is reacted? Again here, one is confirmed, right? What is that? Excess reagent is magnesium. That is confirmed. How much it is excess? That is also we have to identify, right? So now here, so 24 grams of magnesium react with 16 gram of O2. So 0.56 gram O2 react with how much magnesium? Yes or no? Okay, according to equation, 24 gram magnesium react with 16 gram of oxygen. So now 0.56 gram oxygen is only present here. That react with how much amount of magnesium? Okay, 0.56 is present, that react with how much magnesium? That we have to calculate here. So therefore, 24 into 0.56 by 16. Okay, so 0.24 into 0.56 by 16. Yes or no? 16 gram oxygen need 24 gram magnesium. 0.56 needs how much? Okay, so here this is, see, if you simplify this one with 8 3s are 8 2s are. So here 3 by 2 nothing but 1.5. So after simplification here we get 0.84 gram of magnesium. Okay, so for 0.56 gram oxygen, how much magnesium is sufficient? 0.84 grams of magnesium. So therefore excess of magnesium is nothing but 1 gram minus 0.84, that is 0.16 gram. So this is our other answer. Okay, so out of 1 gram how much is reacted? Just 0.84 is reacted with 0.56 gram oxygen. Okay, so remaining from 1 gram, if you remove 0.84 we get 0.16 gram. So what is the answer? Magnesium is the excess reagent and how much it is left? 0.16 gram is left. How much is reacted? 0.84 gram of magnesium is reacted with the oxygen. Okay, so this is how we can solve the limiting reagent problems very easily. Only thing you should be able to write in this way, then see we get the answer very easily. Everywhere same procedure according to the equation, according to the given problem. Okay, clear? Let us see two more problems. See here, 10 gram of hydrogen and 64 gram of oxygen were filled in a steel vessel and exploded. Amount of water produced in this reaction will be. So what is happening here? Hydrogen and oxygen are taken in a steel vessel and exploded. Nothing but they are reacted. Okay, so here what is a reaction we have to take here is that hydrogen plus oxygen gives water, right? Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. So here now first thing what we have to do, same thing. Okay, as per given equation, see 1 mole hydrogen react with 0.5 mole oxygen to form 1 mole of water. Yes or no? So that is here, right? Now as per given problem, okay, so here 1 mole of hydrogen is nothing but 2 grams, right? Here it is 16 gram. Half mole of oxygen is nothing but 16 grams of oxygen. So as per the problem, how many grams of hydrogen is given? Actually 10 grams of hydrogen is reacted with 64 gram of oxygen. So we have to identify how many moles of water is formed here. Okay, again this is also limiting reagent concept is involved here. Okay, so see here from the equation 2 grams of hydrogen requires 16 gram of oxygen. So no, from this equation for the complete reaction between these two, 2 grams of hydrogen requires 16 gram of oxygen. So for 10 gram of hydrogen, how many grams of oxygen is required? Sir, no. For 10 grams, how many grams is required? See, this is not required oxygen. This 10 gram hydrogen and 64 gram oxygen, these two are mixed. Okay. So here, this requires 16 into 10 by 2. Okay. So that is 8 times. So we need 80 gram of oxygen. but how much it is provided? Just 64 gram is provided. Okay, for 10 grams hydrogen, how much oxygen is required? 80 grams oxygen is required for the complete reaction, but just 64 gram is provided. So what is the limiting reagent? So this oxygen is the limiting reagent in this reaction. So amount of water formed depends on whose quantity? Oxygen quantity, not on the hydrogen quantity. So no, if total oxygen is gets consumed, still hydrogen is left, but there is no formation of water. Okay, once total oxygen is completed, there is no further reaction, right? Okay, so therefore, so now see here, 16 gram of oxygen is giving how much water? 1 mole of water. So no, see here we have to identify how many moles of water is formed. So now 64 gram of oxygen. So no, 64 grams is provided. 64 grams of oxygen gives how many moles of water? Very simple. So that is 64 by 16 into 1. This one here, even if you don't write also no problem. So that is 4 moles of water is formed. Okay, so this is, so what is the answer? Option B is our answer. Clear? See, in every problem, whatever it is, the information provided, what we are doing, first write the balanced equation. As per the equation, how many moles reacting, how many moles formed, or how many grams reacted, like that, depending upon the problem. In some problems, volumes are provided, right? In some problems, weight is provided in grams. In some other problems, they are asking how many moles formed, how many moles reacted, like that. Okay, whatever it is, first write the equation. Depending upon the problem, we have to choose. Okay, volume or weight, mass or moles, whatever it may be, right? Clear? Next, let us see here another one. How many moles of lead to chloride will be formed from a reaction between 6.5 gram of lead oxide and 3.2 gram of HCl? Okay, so here what are the reactants? Lead oxide plus HCl are reacting to form. So here we get lead chloride plus H2O is formed. Okay, if you balance this one, see it is given lead to chloride, nothing but PbCl2. Okay, so if you balance this, PbO plus 2 moles of HCl, we get PbCl2 plus water. Okay, now this is a perfectly balanced reaction. So now here, as per equation, so as per this equation, what is happening? 1 mole lead oxide react with 2 moles of HCl to form 1 mole of PbCl2. Yes or no? 1 mole PbO react with 2 mole HCl to form 1 mole of PbCl2. Now, as per problem, what they have provided, as per given problem, okay, as per given problem, they have given 6.5 gram of PbO and 3.2 gram of HCl. So we have to identify how many moles of PbCl2 is formed. Okay, so here also, see, for 1 mole we need 2 moles, right? Okay, so here first of all we have to identify the limiting reagent. So this we can solve in simple way. See here, number of moles of PbO, let us calculate here, 6.5 by 223. Okay, so what is the formula to calculate number of moles? We know that. Okay, so number of moles equal to given mass by molar mass. So no, given mass by molar mass, right? This is the formula. So here given mass of lead oxide is how much? 6.5 grams. Molar mass is 223 because lead atomic weight is 207 and it is 16. Total is 223. Okay, and here it is 3.2 by, see, HCl 35.5 plus 1. So that is 36.5. So this is the number of moles of HCl. Okay, number of moles of HCl provided. Okay, so number of moles of lead is, so this if you simplify we get 0.029. Okay, 0.029 moles of lead oxide is provided, and if you simplify this one, 0.0877 moles of HCl is provided. Okay, so now if you observe these two values, see here, number of moles of lead oxide is 0.029 and HCl is 0.0877. See here, 1 mole, for 2 moles HCl we require 1 mole of lead oxide. Okay, so for 0.0877 moles of HCl is given here and 0.029 moles of lead oxide, which is the limiting reagent here. How to identify easily? Okay, see here, for 1 mole, for 2 moles. Okay, so here for 0.029 moles we need 2 into 0.029 moles, that we get 0.058, but here how much it is provided? 0.0877. So what is the limiting reagent? So this is the limiting reagent because this is less than required, less than required. Okay, so see, in this way also you can solve, but this is another method we can solve in this way also. Okay, already I have explained this one, so that's why this is another, in another way also we can solve by finding out the number of moles. Okay, clear? So but this is the limiting reagent. Now amount of lead chloride formed depends on whose quantity? That is depends on the lead oxide. So now therefore, see here, 1 mole PbO gives 1 mole PbCl2, right? So therefore 0.029 moles of PbO gives how many moles of PbCl2? Very simple, right? So 0.029 by 1 into 1, nothing but, see here, 0.029 into 1 by 1, nothing but we get, so here there is no difference, so that's why here we get 0.029 moles of PbCl2. So what is the answer? So option D is the answer. Okay, by finding out number of moles also we can easily identify the limiting reagent. Clear? So you can follow this method or you can follow this method also. Generally if options are provided or in the question they have asked how many moles is formed, follow this one. If they asked related to the weight, you can follow this method. Okay, clear? So thank you for watching.